The full wrath of the Slayer was unleashed on the Overseers. He vowed to end every single one. During the war, the Slayer would become friends of T, only for another traumatizing event in his life that made him think that T was dead. T isn't dead, but he doesn't know that yet. Unfortunately, even after the Slayer got involved, it wasn't enough. The Overseers lost and went into hiding. Soon after that war, Oblivion would overthrow Eternity and become the new Weaver. With the Yggdrasil under his control, he would change everything. At this point, the Yggdrasil was still in its early stages, only being a single reality. What Oblivion did was he split this reality into a web of smaller realities. This also had the effect of splitting everyone living in that reality at that time into multiple variants across the web. This also included the Slayer, and the whole thing was intended for him. Oblivion was very concerned by the existence of the Slayer, so if he was split into many variants that had no memories of the Slayer, he wouldn't be a problem anymore. Over the several years of the Slayer being a lost, forgotten tale, in events and stories that will be explained at some point, reality would eventually fix itself with the help of Honoru, who is actually a reincarnation of Eternity, but that's a whole other can of worms. With the Yggdrasil back, the Slayer would also return. There was a time-travelling Slayer from the future, who appeared with the Herald to ensure the present version of himself, who went by Luke, would become the Slayer. This future Slayer would also kill many Overseers, like Jeremy and Gaia. Future Slayer would also have a big climactic battle against the King, where he would come out victorious. Luke would also become the Slayer again, while Future Slayer went back to his own timeline. The Slayer was back, and resumed his quest to kill every last Overseer, and everyone involved with the Overseers. He began by killing Harvey, who was one of his closest friends, back when he had no memories. Now in the current time, the Slayer has begun working with the Assassin. Both of them are trying to achieve something. I fear I may know what they are planning. The Slayer is also begrudgingly working with the heroes of Pantheon to put a permanent end to Limbo. Hopefully this can nudge him back to the side of good once again.